forgot to find a bobby pin.
You did?
Well, my little ones are falling on the back. I forgot to find a bobby pin.
They're cute.
Well, I'm too old to be cute.
Hardly. You're beautiful.
Oh, okay. I guess we're supposed to talk.
Really? Well, you know what? I just love the way you look this morning. And I was saying, you look like a licorice all sort.
And you know, I don't even like those. I don't think so.
Oh, they're just delicious. But I mean, it's just very becoming.
Oh, thank you. I thought we need a little bit of color with black.
Yeah.
And you're very springy. Like,
Well,
spring is it coming?
This is one of my favorite tops.
It is. It's a nice one.
Well, there's Gwen Brewer and Diane and Patty Meertens. Who else?
Kathy was in last week.
On Saturday. Kathy, I hope you had, on Friday, hope you had a wonderful birthday. And Valerie Bennett, and Lori Dretzler, and Anne.
Julie.
And Aaron.
Yes.
And you know, speaking of birthdays,
I was going to say
thank you. That was just, it was just humbling. I was just shocked at how many happy birthday wishes that I received on Facebook. That Arlene popped that up on Instagram on Saturday when we were working, and it just didn't. Anyway, thank you. It was very thoughtful of you. And my sweet husband and I went out to the lovely Elmhurst Inn and had a wonderful dinner that night. So it was very nice, and our boys called, and you know, that makes you happy when you hear from your kids. So, Barbara Mahaffey, good morning. And there was Joanne Nightingale.
Lots of people watching.
Mm-hmm. So I turn it over to you, Miss Tanny.
I guess then I will talk about door prizes.
Okay.
So, door prizes this week are a block magazine. We have 4 spring placemats that are all done for you. They were store samples at one time, and they're still lovely. Got a green plaid on the back. You brighten up your table.
Are they all the same? Yeah,
they are all the same. And then I have 8 sewing fat quarters. And there's some fun colors in there. So if you make a comment, we'll put your name in the draw. And we'll let you know at the end if you've won. And we love to give stuff away.
We do. Brenda Bolt, I just saw that you were on there, and I have in a mauve case your glasses that you left at the retreat.
Oh, yes. They're on the desk.
Yeah, so they're on the desk, and they are here for your next trip in. Oh, and there's Eva Webster from St. Thomas, and Michelle Benson. I saw Michelle McCord and Janice Sales. Look at all these people. So,
oh, wait. If you would like something that we're showing you today, Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com or Tammy, Tami at cherishedpieces.com. And we love to hear from you.
Yes, we would. And we love when you come visit us too.
Mm-hmm.
So some things I wanted to make sure that I did remind everybody of is that this month we have our batik center flannels on for $2 a yard off.
Yes.
And that can be, we have some batik some flannel wide backs. So,
yes, flannel wide backs.
So could apply to that also. And we have, this is actually really shocking, but all of our retreats are almost all full.
Wow.
I have a few spots left in the second May retreat, maybe 4 to 6 tops.
Ooh.
But I do have openings in March, which is the March 27, 28, and 29. But September, October, November are all booked. So I need to update my website to reflect that. So that's 7 retreats really full. So
well, that's great.
It is very good, but I just wanted to let people know that we did have some openings the end of March. So if you were interested in coming, that was the originally going to be our January date.
Oh.
And we had to postpone it due to COVID. Would you like to talk about the contest that we have coming up?
Well, how much should I say?
Well, but next week there's going to be a contest.
See? I was trying to pass it back to her. She wasn't biting. But yes, so next week we're going to start a contest, and it involves all of us, I guess, employees at Cherished Pieces and Cynthia. And we're just going to have some fun and do some show and tell, something that we've all been working on. So you'll have to stay tuned and come into the store.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure that it's good prizes.
That's right.
So,
We like to have fun around here, in case you didn't know.
yeah. So there's a contest. And could you flash up the butterfly quilt? So we've seen that this quilt pattern is back in stock from Tula Pink, that they have, they've got a second edition. Well, there's actually fabric available for it. And I have ordered a limited amount of kits. And oh gosh, there's like 12 or 13 yards of fabric in this kit. So because this quilt finishes to be, here, 88 by 94. So that is a big queen. That's a big queen.
Mm-hmm.
So the cost of the kit would be $325. And if you wanted it with the pattern, but some of you already have the pattern, that's why I'm pricing it separately. If you wanted it with the pattern, it would be $359. Because there's only a few coming in, I didn't go overboard when I ordered these. And they're saying June, July delivery date. I will need to hear from you, and probably a $50 deposit on it.
Okay, so does the kit include the top and the binding and anything else?
The top and the binding.
Okay.
But like for the wings alone on that, there's 7 yards of fabric in that.
Well, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So
it's huge.
It's been so popular, and I thought, well, if you're interested, yes, you can get it and make it to look just like that with the Tula Pink fabrics. So
that'd be fun.
I have ordered some, and
so we'll start a list.
We'll start a list.
Okay. So if you're interested, you can email or call us.
Yeah.
We'll get you on there.
Okay.
What else do you have?
Well, we are just throwing it right back at me, aren't we? Well, I have fabric tack glue, and this is by Beacon, and it's fast grab and quick dry, and it's great for quick repairs, and it's washable. So you can even use it for, do they say for lace too? Lace,
leather, wood.
Well, I'll tell you, I had these jeans, and you know how you have that embellishment with all the, the stuff on the side with all the sequins. Well, they're kind of on with the tape. Well, mine had kind of come up. Well, dab, 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 smooth out. No problems. I've washed them. It's awesome. And I have used this stuff for lots of things. So purse makers really like it. I remember Melissa really was the one who got me onto this because it does hold very well. But it's kind of like the Gorilla Glue of sewing.
Ooh,
and I know it. But I liked that it was clear and I could manage it. So you could even use it for a button. You can use it for embellishing, but other little repairs.
Oh, sounds like I think I might even have this at home.
Yeah. Anyway, it's great glue. Then I thought I would re-show a couple things maybe. We have these ergonomic tweezers. And here, put your finger down.
Oh, are you going to pinch me?
Oh, maybe. But I mean, we could take right at the end of her nail.
What the heck?
Anyway, it's very good when you're trying to pick something up under your needle or you need to hold something in place, but particularly good for picking up something really little that's hard to get. So these little tweezers, and you could hold them a long time, they are $12.
Yeah, they've got the nice little grip in the center and the pointy end.
So you could pick up the smallest little piece of thread.
Have you got any thread on you?
Yeah. So then this one, this is from Clover, and this is what they call a soft touch thread pick. And it has the nice little end here. See, today I can bend over because I'm good. Last week, not so good. So we have...
Okay, so what is that?
It's like a thread pick. And if you are quilting and you need to bury a thread or something, you can go through multiple layers with this and do that. So our long armers really like it, and people who are doing their own. If you want to bury a thread or retrieve it, we have this nice little thread pick.
Is that just the case for it?
That's just the, to protect the tip.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that's from Clover, and this is $12.99. And you know what? We haven't talked about this for a bit. But this is for putting your needles in, because some of us have difficulty seeing to put the needle up in our machine. So you would put the needle in right here. So So you put it in down here, and they have a nice little brush that comes with it, so you can, clean your machine. But you can slide this brush. Oh, Cynthia, it's always my story here when I'm trying to demo something. There we go. It just clips right into there, so then you can hold it. So it gives it like an extension, and then you can get it right up into where your needle goes, and then just turn. So sometimes when we can't quite see it, we can get that in there and hold it up. So this is a great little gizmo, and it is priced at $6. It's a Martelli invention.
And they have good inventions.
Yeah, they do, and I like that you can use the brush too. So that comes together. Then we have Easy Steam 2-sided fusible adhesive tape. And they say, binding mixed media. So it's a quarter of an inch, and there's 40 yards on there. Now, if you don't like hemming your pants, you could do this, and it will stay.
For a long time?
Oh, for a very long time. And people use it for binding too sometimes, but I would still sew my binding down because of just how a quilt gets washed. But sometimes you could put that in place and then bind it. But
I was going to say, I have a friend I should mail this to because she's been known to hem her husband's pants with duct tape.
Really?
On the inside. Okay, I think it was like a last minute kind of wedding day. Realized the pants were too long, but yeah, we've had a good laugh over that one.
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, there was a massage therapist, and she's in town, and she always wore her pants about that much too long, dragging on the ground, and they would just, they would just be all raggy and a mess.
Yeah, so there's some help for that for those who don't like to hem pants, which is most quilters.
And then some of us that are making some of these nice bags, this is by Annie. This is that nice clear vinyl. And if you don't want the big long piece, because how long do we have it? It's about, how many feet?
Oh, would it be like 60 inches?
Yeah. So this is 16 inches by 54 inches. It's 16 gauge heavy plastic for those windows and like some of those gadget bags that we've sewn that you want to see through. And how much is that one? That's got a price.
14.
So that's a nice way to handle it as opposed to but if you do need that big long piece, we carry those. And for some of you with your machines, if you need a spool holder, we have the metal one, but then we have this one from Superior Threads, which is quite nice. It's $32.50, and that's for when you're using those bigger spools of thread. To have on the side.
Right.
Because sometimes those metal ones will fall and break. Well, this plastic one isn't really.
Well, it's pretty sturdy looking.
It's sturdy. It sits up nice, and it's not going to break.
All right.
Okay. So now, Miss Tammy, I turn it over to you.
All right. Well, we should maybe talk about the quilt that's behind us then.
Okay.
We haven't talked about any of that, right? So Arlene made this up. She fell in love with this gingham foundry line. Had to remind myself what it's called. And she used the Twin Peak rulers. I think that's probably not the correct term. But
it's a 90-degree Creative Grid ruler.
Yeah, double peak or something. Yeah, so you're just making strip sets and then cutting them with your ruler. So she put that together. Turned out really nice. We really love it.
I do. I like it. And she put this on the back. It's just beautiful.
So she used a jelly roll and then got some yardage for the inner borders and the outer border and the binding. So
you notice that touch of yellow, which is just so Arlene.
So then we thought we would just bring up the line again. The jelly roll is 52. Oh, we didn't say how big this is. Do you remember? No? Maybe 60 by
it's
60?
A good lap size.
Something like that. So there's the jelly roll. What did I say it was? 52. And then there's the fat quarter bundle that has 27 pieces for 96. And we also have layer cakes. Yeah, there's lots. We didn't get all the fabrics, but there's lots of beautiful ones in there.
But you get a nice taste of them in there. This is why the pre-cuts are so nice, because you can get a lot. I mean, this is like 4 charm packs. So this will make a nice size lap quilt. This and border and binding, because some people don't realize, but there's as much fabric in this jelly roll as there is in that layer cake.
Yeah.
And it's just a different configuration, but you can make a really good size project if you're doing something with charms, or you could cut this in strips, or you could cut cut it on a rectangle and then, you know, some
Yeah, there's
smaller squares. There's
lots of
so many things
options.
you can do with it.
The other thing that's always nice is you get like a variety, like in the line,
Mm-hmm.
where you're not having to buy big chunks.
Yeah, you don't have to buy a minimum cut of all these different fabrics to
So-
accomplish that.
We'll show you the yardage that we do have in this line, and it's 16 a yard. Gingham Foundry.
Some of those nice blues, aren't
Yeah,
they?
this one is beautiful with the little yellow bits in there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And there's the dots, of course.
Oh, and I don't know who likes dots and polka dots.
And then there's the navy one with the flowers.
Oh, there's.
So it's a nice peaceful line, I think.
It is.
So that's that line.
And then we have. We'll pull this one out. What do we have here? We have one of these. Is this one kit left?
Yep, just one kit.
For this, it's a nice long runner. And we had this. It was 75, and we
There's that on the back.
and we could mark this down to $40 for our last kit.
So this kit will make kind of, you could almost use it as a bed runner. It's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or a long table runner.
Yeah, it could certainly be that bed runner because it is nice and long.
It's very summery.
And it's double the length.
Double of this, yeah. It's hard to show on here. Okay, so you said that was 40 for the last
$40.
kit? Okay.
40 for the last kit.
And this kit was Grove.
Yeah, and we have some more of that Grove line.
Okay.
We have this panel.
So we have these, yes, these panels, and we're going to reduce those as well. Let's see, a little bit. And I think these are down to $8. Okay, yeah, I had to think for a sec. So there's 6 of these little blossoms, I guess you could call them. And then on the end, there's some little circles that you could make coasters with, or there's all kinds of ideas.
Yeah, it has that nice citrusy feel. And then we have some fabric that goes with this in this line. And we have taken this from $15 down to $10. So we have this on a special table.
Yeah, this one is so fun. This with the drinks, or it reminds me of drinks, I guess I should say, with all the citrus on it.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have these.
So if you see anything that you like, please email us or call us. It's easier for us to find what you want than to go through all the comments, and we can make sure you get it.
We do.
Gonna sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you and your little sneezy, Miss Tammy.
I don't know if anybody else is noticing it, but my allergies are nuts today.
Well, it's that time of year. It's sinuses just kind of betray us. We didn't talk about those two.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Slow down, baby cakes.
Okay, what would you like to say about this?
Yeah, but look at how nice that is with the white and that just nice high contrast. Just pops out, and it has the orange in it, so you could pick that little bit of orange or this pink one. And I really, it's like they're little wee tiny hexagon or snowballs in this. It's just a nice design, kind of unique. And there it is, kind of in the pinky colorway. And this has some of like the little pink and orange, like maybe little slices of mandarin. Do you think mandarin oranges?
Or grapefruit almost. I'm like, that would be tasty.
Yeah, it does look tasty.
You know what else is good? A pomelo. Have you ever had one of those?
What's that?
It's like a cross between an orange and a grapefruit. And it's very filling. Like, it's very hearty.
Is
Those
it
are
sweet
good.
or sour?
Yeah, it's kind of got a combination of both, depending on, how ripe it is and stuff. Pomelo, yep.
Yeah.
And they're like almost like a small soccer ball or something.
Okay. There was a question by Gwen Brewer.
Yeah, they're all $10.
They are all $10, and we're going to have them on a table. And we had this jelly roll. We have a few jelly rolls left, and they were $48, and we're taking them down to $38.
Yep.
So.
All right. So
that
that's
is
the Grove. So just Grove was those prices.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to take this down.
Oh, okay. We'll line this one up next. Kind of like like the Valentine's has passed.
And so we're on to St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
And this matches your shirt.
Kind of a little.
So we've got the shamrocks. They're 16 a yard. All of these St. Patrick's Day fabrics. Oh, the last jelly roll that we showed was 38 for Grove. There's a nice plaid that goes with that. And the little hats.
The little leprechauns.
And then that lighter green shamrock. So if you need to make a few St. Patrick's Day things, you're in good hands.
Yeah, whether you're doing gnomes or pillowcases or all kinds of things. Just wanted to remind people, I think I had done this a while ago, where I'd shown this. This is just done in a hoop. Here's my cute little budgies. I forget, I had names for them.
You did have names.
I don't know.
Bill and Cynthia.
Oh my gosh, I was not fast enough, was I?
Look how pretty
Look
Cynthia
at this.
is.
Oh
and Bill
my
is so
goodness.
dapper.
Oh my.
Well, you had your chance.
Yeah, and I blew it.
All right.
Anyway, so we have these nice vinyls, and you could do them with all kinds of things, but you could machine embroidery on them, put them in a purse. It's on a roll here for $28.99, and there's a fair amount on here. You guys are going to ask me how much?
12 inches by 54 inches.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
very, like, you can barely read it.
Okay, I was going to say, well, thank you. So we have it in a few different colors, and we have this cute little pattern, which you could incorporate into anything for embellishing. And just to remind you, because you may not be aware, because we have things in all kinds of corners in our store, and we do like notions, and we have these little hot fix crystals. So that's what I did put some on here. But people will put them in a quilt or on a purse or, just embellishing different things. So
You can
just
put
to
them on
let you-
clothing.
you could.
Yeah.
But I just thought, oh, well, I just show people to remind them. And these little guys are like $5 for a package of these little Swarovski crystals. And you can just kind of have fun. I played with some buttons and whatever, as opposed to cutting more of the fabric like the pattern. I always like to make something a little bit more of my own, and then a little bit of rickrack. Anyway,
Yeah, that is fun.
just something fun, but there's just things that you can do, and this is a really cute little pattern.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
But Bill and Cynthia
yeah,
away.
I just knew that was coming back at me, Tammy. I just knew it.
Oh, well. Okay, so we were going to offer this quilt behind us for sale today. Do you remember what line this was? It wasn't a Marcia Durst, was it?
No. Jeanette. I have to think of her name. I can't think of her name right now. The designer. Anyway, it's quite interesting. It has lots of different colors.
It was 48 by 60.
And we're going to offer it for $175. So if that's of interest for you to take home, let us know.
It's fun. It's very colorful.
We've had it machine quilted. Always did it with some really beautiful big feathers on it.
Plumes.
Don't think we could see it that close from there, but
Do you want to do the Canada stuff?
sure, let's show. Oh,
Making a mess over here.
so we have this beautiful Canada fabric. Were you able to rescue
Yeah,
everything?
they rescued it.
Okay, and I'll let you go from here.
Okay, so first of all, we'll start with the panel. We just got this in, I think, last week.
I've
It
been
goes
waiting a
like
while.
that. So this is from Northcott.
This is part of that challenge fabric.
And this panel is $14.
This is the O Canada 100th anniversary special edition. Isn't that a beauty, though? And Mary Johnson, if you're watching, I know that we have put one aside for you. These panels are
14.
okay.
And they work with the rest of the Canada fabrics that they've had in the past.
Yeah,
And we
they
still
do.
have some of those as well, but we'll show you the ones that came in now.
Good morning, Jean and Susan Brooks.
There's the red little mini maple leaves. And those are always popular.
Mm-hmm. That's
The
very
tone on
pretty.
tone.
Yes, they are.
And then the little mini black ones. And then these are neat too, a little bit bigger. They always do really good line.
Yeah.
With the Canada stuff.
The panel is 24 by 42.
And
Somebody was
these
just asking.
are
Or
16. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I might give you those because my table's getting full.
Just have to manage yourself better over there.
Oh, wow. I'll try.
Just teasing you. I think you ended up with some of my fabric that was on this side too.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll
Hey, we're just real here, that's all.
sometimes things slip,
All right, well, Leanne made this quilt behind us, and she was very excited. It's from the coffee line, J. Wecker Fresh, her line.
It's got those great big light bulbs on it, those hanging light bulbs.
And she loved those. So she picked the polka dot and the steam swirlies, and it's a 3-yard kit, which she got out of this Quilts in a Jiffy book. And the pattern itself, I think, was called, it had a weird name, Landslide. So you can see it doesn't look like anything close to what she made, but just shows you.
Yeah, the black and white is always better. Sometimes I think patterns should only be in black and white on the front, to inspire people.
Mm-hmm.
Because, sometimes looking at one, you kind of go, oh, no.
Don't like that pattern.
Like Counterpoint is such a good example. That pattern is so beautiful and so versatile, and the picture on the front is so ugly. I mean, it's just ugly. Ugly. It is. That's just true. But
so we thought we would show that just to give you an idea that, yeah, you can look at a pattern and think outside the box.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
And then last week we were talking about, what's this line called? So She Sews.
Yes.
And we were showing you that we had the calendar panel. That's 3 years. You get the 3 years, and it's $10.
So 2022, 23, and 24.
Okay. And then she also did this big panel of 12 blocks that she wanted to use with her calendar. So we found her tutorial on YouTube using these two things, and we kind of put together to show you what her idea has been. So we took a foam core board, just like from the dollar store, cut out our calendar part, added like a 2-inch border from one of the prints, and I think this one we cut at 4 inches so that when you wrap it to the back, you have plenty to wrap and you can tape it down. Or however you choose, if you wanted to make it into a wall hanging and finish it that way. But this is what she did on her tutorial. So then when you cut your calendar blocks apart, we didn't take the time to, but you could turn over the edges and you could just pin them down.
Or put a little bit of Velcro in there.
Or a little Velcro, and you could just change them out for each month because there's 12 and they all have a theme. This is, I think, October for Halloween. So you could, finish them off. You could quilt them, however much time and effort you want to put into them. But do it in such a way that you could take them off. You could do Velcro, snaps, a pin. What else did we come up with? I think that's about. And then you can just take them out. And then, next year, if you really wanted to, you could stitch rip and then put your new year in, or you could just make an entire new panel.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much. Or if you're doing one, why not just do the 3 at the same time? Because, I mean, this foam core is like $1. And it's a bigger piece too, isn't it? You probably get 2 pieces. And this is the same foam core that we use for the design boards that we've shown you. The Lori Holt ones, where you use your leftover batting and, make your little mini design boards.
So you could just have some fun with that. And then, if you didn't want to commit to pinning them down or sewing them in, at the end of the years, you could do something else with them. Put them in a bag, make a quilt, little wall hangings, whatever you choose. So there's lots of different options.
There really is, yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
And Arlene, thanks for putting this together. I think it's a great idea.
There's lots of great ideas.
There is. Somebody was just asking about where my retreat dates are posted. I have them on my website under retreats. So,
Is there anything else?
I think I have. Oh, I did. No, that's okay. But I can do that one next week.
Okay. So maybe it's door prize time then.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Darlene Bond Hopkins.
Well, congratulations, Darlene Bond.
You get the block book. And then we'll do the placemats.
Doris Adams.
Congratulations, Doris. And then the fat quarter bundle.
Julie McLeland.
Julie McClelland or McLeland?
McLeland.
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations, Julie. So if you want to let me know either through email or phone call if you're going to pick your door prizes up or you need them mailed.
Okay.
And then I'll look after that.
And Tammy and Arlene and I would love to see you in the store, and make sure that you tune in next week
For our contest.
For
yes.
our contest, yes.
It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah.
So have a great week.
Oh, and Beth, we're glad you like your new iron too.